Do-doop. And then we're on. Okay, so the first thing that I would like to do is just have everyone roll initiative so that we can get all of that settled. I know that there might not necessarily be combat immediately, but...
I'm fine being ready.
Yeah, I'd rather it, be presented, Batuk.
16.
Rodan.
17.
Felicia.
20.
Atosh.
19. Actually, hold on. I think it's 20. 20! Hey-oh! Plus 1.
Felix.
16.
Wow, guys.
Zadius.
18.
We did it, guys!
We did it! We
Alright,
actually
I'll just
rolled the way
just
we...
I was
take these
pretty
creatures out,
confident
yeah.
when I rolled a 16 that everyone would be higher than me as usual.
We need like 3 dice.
Nah, man. It always
You
does.
tied?
Yeah, that's true.
Um,
I'll go last, though, because I think it's funny.
We all rolled high and it doesn't matter.
It's all good.
It really is like we all rolled low, so it just, whatever.
Yeah.
Can you be positive?
No, I can't.
I need you to...
He's dead. He can't help it.
I can't. That's the way I am.
who wants to go first? Atosh or Alicia?
Definitely Atosh.
Okay.
You volunteered.
You
You're gonna be going
Definitely.
first for a while anyways, so...
I was just walking into the fucking water.
You were.
I literally had no idea what I was going to do. I know,
Yeah,
I'm pretty...
axolotl or
Yeah,
something.
you should go first.
I'm pretty self-destructive, but...
That's very true.
I saw you vanish and I came a-running. I'm coming, bud.
Aw, thanks, Wind.
Yeah.
The unfortunate thing is that I did take a note of how long it would take people to get there.
Yeah, fair.
And it is not good. The other unfortunate thing is that I fucking...
Fucking
it was
60-second turns, am I right?
So it was Felix in 7 rounds.
Yeah!
And it was Batuk 3 rounds after that. Unfortunately, I did copy it, and then I copied something else, so I don't have it anymore. And then it was... So Batuk left at the same time Dan did,
Yeah.
but Batuk is much faster than Dan, so I think it was Farmadan 5 rounds.
I mean, I've got 60-foot sword speed.
4 rounds. Then we've got Zadius, 5 rounds.
We never long rested, right?
We did
No.
not.
No,
We're
Yeah.
definitely fucked.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm...
fine.
I have...
I have a whole spell slot left. And I'm at
See, this is where we just
18.
bust out the hammock mid-combat.
So,
Guys, we're just gonna stop and nap.
Hopefully there is no...
You got the
what
hammock ready?
what is happening on our side of the
Look at
table
me. I'm debating things.
is
But no, you're good.
these beings begin to scream at you in a language you didn't understand.
Mm-hmm.
You cast comprehend language. When you cast comprehend language, this one assumed a starry form and was screaming that you should not be here. You're not welcome here. How did you get here? How did you find us? Like those are and you hear what should we do, Kala? And
Talk back.
Kala?
and there's a like a almost discordant scream between them all of like you quickly can gather that they're gonna subdue you now and take questions later because they feel very threatened in their space. Then it transforms into its giant eagle form. The other one transforms into its bear form. That's the map we see now. I'm gonna move everyone's round down 1.
If I like get on my knees and like put my arms up and like not as threatening, is their demeanor change?
Only slightly. So
Because I don't have my friends, so I can't really talk shit.
The only limiting factor.
Yeah, truly, and my spell slots. Not many.
Those frogs took a lot of work.
They fucking did.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
You hear confusion about like there's the ones that are closest to you are now arguing about like what to do with you as they approach, and one of them is saying kill him as they did us, and the other is saying we should find out who he like. Why is he here? Maybe there's more coming, and there's a mix between you're about to get captured and you're about to die.
Ooh,
There's
cool.
no in between in their minds that you've heard from any of these people shouting. You are just a threat in this region, and some people are saying we should find out why the fuck he's here.
I'm gonna.
The Marvel trick.
I'm gonna prestidigitation, and I'm gonna put Elysian's face there, like her form, her starry form.
Oh, interesting.
So
and then I'm gonna change the image.
immediately on technically the same initiative, but immediately before you, this one
sorry.
that is a giant eagle is going to fly down towards you. This is the one that assumed a starry form,
Great.
and it lands up next to you.
Great.
And you can tell as it's flying down, you begin to cast the spell to manifest this face, with specifically the starry form, and
Of Elysian.
right. And I would like you to make a, we'll call it persuasion.
Okay, that's not bad. 17.
Oh. Wow.
How does that work?
17. It's good. So what I rolled that's on my end is to try to determine your intent.
Got it. Okay.
I did roll a natural 20, and my insight is
But I'm not trying to deceive.
25. Right. So what I'm going to pry for is what is, and I kind of already know it, but don't really, right? What is the intent of doing this? Is it to delay until your friends can come help, or is it for something else entirely?
I know people like you, or I'm traveling with somebody of your, and I might flash the image again if I have time to show her standing with us, all happy like Vox Machina, like like this, the fucking 6-pack of tall boys, like in our best poses, most flattering,
Our best selling poster.
except Dave.
It
Oh.
the bird creature does not take attacks against you. But it is bearing down on you, and again, so technically that bird is not to scale, and it should be huge, not large, and it should be one size bigger, because everything in this beastlands is amplified, them more so.
Mhm.
So all of these are technically not to the actual size that they would be. I'm gonna take your turn for that in the same way I'm taking his turn for that. These two are the ones that were arguing about whether they should dispatch you or capture you.
So it's a bear and eagle, and what's the other one?
They're all fawns.
No, I mean they changed into stuff, right?
He changed. into
Though
bear.
only
He
these
changed
two
into
actually
eagle.
assumed a form.
Oh, okay,
still
so he's
fawn.
just the fawn.
That guy.
I can't see this.
There are
I can't see
knocked
this.
down a wall.
I do.
There are two guys right behind this wall that are arguing with each other
Got it.
to
I
decide
just saw two, and I was
Yeah,
what
like,
to do
what's
with
two?
you. And you are hearing. Let me actually roll about this. But one of them has advantage. Huh. You are hearing that the one that's the red number one is yelling at the gray number one, saying that we should kill him as they killed us, and is very agitated that someone's here again. And you can tell that either by status or by just like their presence, that the gray number one is essentially saying, we can knock him out and tie him up and get to that, right? Rather than being so aggressive, and we should find out why he's here and what we actually would like to do. And you can tell based the aggressor, the most aggressive one actually had the advantage here, and actually rolled lower. So despite how convicted that one was, the prevailing thought is that you were to be knocked out, subdued, knocked out, tied up, otherwise restrained to where you should not be able to act.
Mm-hmm.
And you see that is being perpetrated through the rest of the druids here. We're going to move this guy. He's going to cast a Thorn Whip on you.
Ow. Yeah, damn.
And it's the intent is he's gonna go for like one arm and
Yeah.
try to pull it down onto the ground.
So-
Does a 17 plus stuff hit?
Of course.
Okay. So
The AC is 11, my guy. I don't even have a mage armor up.
I don't actually know if Thorn is. Thorn Whip is it is a d6. Oh shit. It's 3d6. Whoops. You take 11 points of piercing damage, and you feel one of your arms drag down very harshly to your side, and can I pull you? I can pull you. I'm also going to pull you, and he kind of pulls you through this guy's space, just right here, closer to him. That is Gray number 2's turn. Zedius moves forward. Dan moves forward. Red number 2's turn is going to take a dash.
How many turns was I? Do you know?
Tuke's turn, Felix's turn, Gray number 3's turn. You see this one's going to dash as well. And you see that he begins to apparate some very long vines, like the ones that, like the Jumanji-esque vines that look more like a rope and less like a vine.
Mm-hmm.
And he's beginning to like spool out this rope vine towards you as he comes. That's Gray number 3, Red number 1. He's less inclined to. So the prevalent thought is that you will be taken hostage, and while he's going for it, he's also not very happy that you're here. So he is going to cast. Let's go with Entangle. Can I have a Strength saving throw from you, please?
Okay. 16.
DC
bad.
is 17. So you are.
Damn it! So close. The wizard. Ascending.
Okay. So you are restrained, which is what they said that they wanted to do.
Oh, okay.
That's red number 1. Let's go with Gray number 1. Does she have something to speak with you with?
How many turns was it?
Too many. I should have kept you near me. God damn it.
But I flew down.
Should have drug her along.
You were investigating the moon. She does not have something to speak with you with, so she is not going to cast that spell, but she's going to move. She's just going to dash up to here. And you see, you hear her yell, he's restrained already, continue to tie him up. And he's speaking, once again, in a language you don't. Last but not least, we have the bear, who right now has a movement of 40. Jesus. The bear comes right here and is snarling and roaring right into your face, intimidatingly. It does come back around to Kala's turn. He chooses not to act and is just the bird creature is beaming down on you as the rest of the druids collapse onto you. I'm going to move everyone down a round.
Visual and somatic. Prestidigitation is only visual and somatic. Is my mouth taped?
No. You're just restrained, so you can still cast spells and do whatever you'd like, but you're restrained, which means like advantage on all attacks, disadvantage on all of your attacks.
I'm gonna
your
keep
speed
like
is 0.
I guess since I don't have my hands, but I'm still gonna make like floating images appear of Elysian and her and I like buddy and just like the happiest peaceful images.
Photos together.
Yeah. Like
go ahead and make another persuasion check.
I am not a threat. I am simply a blue man. I have done nothing. I've done nothing to stop them from this. I've been like, no, but just like, oh no.
Yeah.
Hey, that ain't bad. Persuasion, you said?
Mm.
It was a +6. 18.
18. So realistically now, with that second pass check, there's one in their party that is saying that they would like to knock you out. Like, basically the collective is arguing with this man
Hi.
to say that he's saying, fine, we'll collect him, but dismiss him first so that we can bond him correctly. Even though everyone's like, he's not, they're saying to this person that he's not,
I'm not doing it.
you're not resisting this.
I'm smiling.
You also see that man also has, like, among the worst of burns for the druids. So you can kind of get the resentment towards just people, outsiders.
Yeah.
But he's being as unreasonable as you'd assume. So that's your guys' turn. This man, I'm just going to skip some of the initiative stuff. They're going to collect around you. They are going to... this one takes the ropes that he was forging and hands it off to... this guy could have gotten there. They're hand it off to that man. And as they enter into... I'm going to make... Okay, they're actually good on their... They don't get restrained by the other guy's spell. Or by her spell. Hilarious. They begin to tie you up. You're not resisting this at all?
Nope.
Okay.
I am just cooperating.
Okay.
A scary bear and a giant fucking bird in my face. I'm just blue.
Okay. God, you guys takes forever to get here. So they thoroughly tie you up.
Quite.
The only person that takes a stab at you at all is the one that's a little bit too aggressive about this.
He stabs me?
Just a little.
He uses a ranged spell attack
Aww.
Stab him.
called Wildfire.
Oh, I guess it's not
Ranged
stab.
spell attack.
I'm gonna stab you with fire. Magic fire.
It's going to be a 27, so it will hit. And... Jesus.
Scares the fuck out of me. That was
17 damage.
Hey, Lord.
And you are blinded until the start of its next turn.
Damn.
And they finish tying you up, and you hear the same one that was arguing with him earlier that it's unnecessary, and we've got it.
We got it, bro. He's
and,
dead. He's dead.
The tensions, even though at this point they drop concentration on the entangle, and they've got you bound, the tensions are still high. You can feel the bear just like breathing on your face right next to you.
Do I know who was like closest to me in the pool coming after me?
In roughly 12 more seconds, Felix shows up. Felix, I need you to roll a d8 for me.
Yeah.
Tell me when it's my
single
turn.
D8. 6. Oh, there it is. 7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you
6.
hilarious.
Classic Felix. As far away as possible,
Did
baby.
this disappear?
Yeah.
I was
And
gonna send something. Uh-oh.
you see a
No, I don't.
no. At this time, your blindness is
Bro,
gone.
Maggie.
Oh, it's just
At this time, you see 5 humanoids
Uh-huh.
that with burns abound,
Uh-huh.
and a giant bear and a giant eagle, all surrounding and arguing, shoving each other, and you see Atosh like absolute deer in headlights, like I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to do.
No.
And you see
I'm
you see a small image of you see a small image of Elysian and him hugging.
I'm trying to show Elysian that she's a fawn, just like these people.
Uh-huh.
I'm like really leaning into it. You know, you go to the wrong neighborhood and you're like, yeah, I'm like,
It is your turn. What would you like to do?
oh no.
Ooh.
Oh no.
With that one spell slot left.
I do. I have that one spell slot. It burned a hole in my pocket.
The only pocket.
Get a meteor form or something?
Yeah. Got a little wish to save my buddy here.
Okay, give a
Shit, am
good
I
old fashioned
talking
divine
in
intervention real quick.
One day.
It's so insane that at level 20 it just fucking works. You just show up and be like, hey God.
I'm running in there, I guess. So I will move. I will use my full movement.
Do you draw your weaponry?
Not yet, and I will use my action as well.
Yeah.
To dash. They seem more like they're bickering than
as you
actively eating it.
Sprint forward.
Hey Tosh! I'm coming, buddy.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh,
As you sprint
no.
forward, can you
I-
roll me a
Yeah.
what would
I do
Don't eat my
anything.
friend.
Can I do anything?
I guess also persuasion.
I might
Sure.
put. I might put.
It's like
kitty
the only
in a
stat
box.
that makes sense for this.
Sure. I don't have that. Let's go. 5.
5. Okay.
Flat 5.
That just makes it so that they don't know your intent as
Okay.
well.
Dense motherfucker.
That's fair. I am fucked up right now. I
You-
thought
you-
about it really
you're on
hard.
your speed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was it worse here?
I think if I wasn't all fucked up from the anti-riddle and the death and the hyper
we need to chat.
awareness, I probably wouldn't be running straight in.
Do you
I'd probably
speak-
be negotiating.
Do you speak Sylvan?
No. I only speak normal languages. But I speak a lot of them.
Hey, whoa.
Yeah.
We don't say that about them. they're people now.
I only speak normal.
That's old D&D.
I speak
That's
Common,
old.
Dwarven, Elven, Halfling, and Orcish.
You speak a lot of languages.
Yeah. I
What the
speak a
fuck?
lot of languages.
That's awesome.
Felix is a polyglot.
Common, Vidalcan, Celestial.
Yeah. Sick. I think I probably
Never once.
But-
Never once is a language that play for me. D&D. Never fucking once.
I took 2 feats to get more
There was
skills,
one time
and each
you
of
could
them
have.
came with another language.
The
too,
giant
so-
turtle that speaks goblin.
The giant turtle that speaks Goblin.
Never forget. it.
Felix, can you make a strength save for me?
I can try. Wow. That is a 22.
22 does save. You see a slew of vines wrap up and try to grasp you as you're running forward. The first
Just
one
Forrest Gump
fails.
running at
you. Looking like
but
a
in like
fucking-
full armor. Clank, 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 clank.
Looking like the fucking
But
Terminator
your
from
neck and head are
chasing
not
the
moving.
car.
Yes.
Okay, so then, Batuk, roll me a d8.
Oh
Get in
no.
here, buddy.
8.
That's here.
Is there a
Roll me a
spell?
d4 really
5th
quick.
level spell. Hold party.
2.
Hold.
Hold party.
You show
What
up
if you
right
spell,
here.
though?
You see a patch
Oh,
of
but that's
vines
only
that are essentially
Yeah, but you have to,
attempting
like-
to attach themselves to Felix and grab onto
You have
him,
to, like,
but
give him a
he's
token.
sprinting through it at
So you have to, like, slip
at the
things into
amalgamation of all of these
And whenever
people.
you activate
The next
spell,
thing you
it
see
activates the token
is
and,
this
like,
bird
puts it in a
creature
force cage for, like,
land
around.
right in front
I like
of
that.
Felix, and there's a huge in-your-face squawk like from this bird. Would you like your attack of opportunity? Hey, gotta ask.
Fuck you.
Gotta ask.
Attack of opportunity. I was gonna cast a spell,
Sure.
but not an attack. It's not my turn though. So, no.
So,
can't
it
be-
goes-
Nope. Go.
They move the top of the order. It goes.
Mm-hmm.
Elysian goes. She's still running.
Yeah.
You go.
My turn. I am going to. I don't have to burn a 3rd level spell slot now that you're in fucking like eyesight. I'm gonna message your
Hey.
dumbass. Stop. They stop. I'm fine. Just stop.
You can
Just stop.
literally just yell.
Oh, I could just yell.
she's like
It's a very.
How about this?
she's
How
like
about
40,
this?
50
How about
feet
this?
away from you.
In my panic and just like I'm just hoping I live, I do both. I'm just shouting and just in your mind and outside.
Hear
You ever
your
had
voice
like
reverberate through my skull, like
Ear-
one of those toy
earbuds?
microphones.
It's like you were already in the beast lives.
One
You were
more,
so wildly
one more
overstimulated.
sense to oversensory. Let's go.
how a cantrip just brings Felix to his knees.
It is so. My intimidation. You can take this how you'd like to. My intimidation for Squawk
Yeah.
would be a 17.
Okay.
So you can take that for what it's worth.
Got it.
As this bird, this much too large bird, lands right in front of you between your friends.
As Atosh, stop, drop your weapon, stop. It just echoes in your skull.
The bear, as you're yelling, this bear roars in your face and is like mad at you for yelling because he also doesn't know what you're saying.
I can also do it in. Ooh. Damn, I can't do that.
Farmer Dan.
What's the
I'm
bear's,
sorry,
what's the bear's
Batuk?
intelligence? Oh, the bear is the dude.
The bears, they're
Okay.
druids. They have their
Never
intelligence. Batuk, what would you like to do when you arrive?
Does speak with animals work? If it's an animal?
Yeah.
Because he's an animal, I can. Hold on.
So when I first get here,
You saw Felix sprinting through vines that were trying to grab him, and a bird land right in front. I'll say you showed up at the op, and you hear the bear roaring in his face, the bird squawking at Felix's face.
what I know going into this place is we're looking for Elysian's people. We somehow ended up inside another world by going through the water. And this is the place where her people are supposed to be. So
And everyone seems mad.
So my first thought I'm trying to figure out
One
is,
world.
can I make the connection that
I know.
these are
Fuck
probably
this is.
survivors of whatever happened to Elysian's people?
Yeah, you can make an insight check at
for the
advantage
cake.
because of how much like
We are definitely in
history that we're looking for, and also
24.
okay, and that's largely to ascertain whether or not you think that these are like people that have since taken the land rather than people who were left here. You do
That was
think
fine.
that these are likely the place where you're supposed to have been looking
that
for.
way. It was
And
so-
looking around at
so bad.
the creatures here, do any of them look like they've been wounded, like relatively recently, other than the burns?
No,
It's like, I can't
no.
fix.
The only person
Old ass
that looks
birds.
wounded is Atosh,
Okay.
and
He
there,
run
there
through
are
two-
burns. There are burns on Atosh.
Okay.
So all of them look like they're, full health, essentially not damaged by anything, and they're they just have the long-term scars from the fire,
Correct.
however many years ago. Okay.
I guess just let me know when it's my turn.
Yeah, after Batuk, I'm gonna move some people.
I'm gonna take out my rope and start tying myself up.
No, that's.
Do you know how hard it is to? I assume you're tying your legs up. Because like,
trying to stand
too bad trying to. All right.
I'm just tying myself with rope, and then slowly walking in their direction. Because like by this point, I figured out that like, there's no fireballs that went off. Atosh isn't fighting back.
Yeah. If also you'd like to entangle in that area is still up, so you can walk in and choose to fail if you'd like.
Okay, I'll do that while tying my hands up.
Okay.
Oh no!
Hey, that works.
Oh my god, the monk fell over. Because usually you'd
Fucking
be like,
embarrassing.
even if your hands were tied and it wasn't tangled, you'd be like, handstand on my finger or something
Yeah.
bullshit, like on my head.
Okay. Felix, what is your intent as you sprint that way? And
All right.
and how are you? So obviously there's
So
like
here. Let me paint you a picture.
yeah.
Shut up.
What did I say?
Not
Was
you.
it you?
Me. It was
Okay.
it was a shut up to me.
Fuck.
Because I just like Let me paint you a picture.
Paint me.
All right, I zap. I
Paint him like
run
one of
through
your
the water
French
after Atosh disappears. I show up over here dripping wet. I see Atosh over there getting harassed by a bunch of random animals. I start running as fast as I can. An eagle comes down. I fucking baseball slide.
Oh, so you're going for it. Okay, so
And then I will surrender.
but
But
my
momentum
slide,
will continue.
during the baseball slide,
Yes.
it is going to take its attacks against
That's
you because
absolutely
it
fine.
doesn't know what the fuck is going on
Yeah.
there, and it's not happy with that.
I can't stop on a dime. I'm going too fast.
This is the wrong
Okay.
CR for that.
It's
Yeah.
got to be canon though that when you do stop, I safe.
Yeah.
Okay, cool, nice, awesome.
I'm just picturing just Felix sliding, then it just keeps sliding forever. It's like, Felix is now sliding across space.
Shit. Boy, I'm glad you have AC.
I have some.
That means if it was
25.
That hits.
Oh.
So the beak will hit, and
Okay.
then also with the talon.
Okay.
Good.
Good. Yeah, pick up the dice.
Yeah.
I'm ready. It was funny. I'm not sorry.
It's doubled because beastless.
Yes.
That's so stupid. That's the rule that it's Ben.
Yeah. I wonder if those frogs kick their ass.
Well, they were doubling their 1 damage.
I don't know. They cast fireball that one time.
44 points of damage.
44.
No, I'm saying for animals that have been in. So when she's wild shaped and just fucking been a
Oh, yeah.
cannon of an octopus, yeah, I get that too.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
That's what Gator
I
does. That is-
baseball slide. I stay prone. I'm like, okay.
Okay, so
Go
so
back to that Dan.
new mental image. Dan, as you show up, the best of interpreters. Can you roll me a d8?
2.
Oh, good. Yeah, fantastic. So you show up. Roll me a d6.
3.
Fantastic. That is actually so. It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6 was going to be a reroll.
Man, I'm right in there, coach.
You really are. So you show up as you see. Boy. All right. Because you have a fucking perception of 2. I need you to roll me one more final d6.
A 2. That's too high.
I don't know what it is.
No, my passive perception is it would be 5, but I actually get a +5 because I have advantage on perception checks, so it's 10.
Okay. Your passive perception is 10
Yeah.
after the negation and all that.
Yeah, it's like because it's
Okay.
normally 9 minus another 4, but then I get +5 from advantage on perception.
Okay. So then, what was your result of your d6? 1, 2.
The
3.
D6 was 3 again.
3. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The only thing that you don't. The only thing I'm going to flip it because that doesn't make sense. You see these two, and Batuk, you don't notice, is tying himself up in the tangle. But you see your friend captured and a bear standing over top of him, and you see as you appear, the talons rake into. The beak bite into Felix, who's on the ground, and it is your turn.
Okay.
Shouting, I surrender!
I'm going to make, an insight check on what's going on there.
Sure.
Good luck.
Yeah, it is not going well.
14!
If anyone could guess someone baseball slid under an eagle, I think it'd be Dan. Because it's weird enough.
On a 14, I think there's enough that makes it so that you shouldn't immediately swing, but not enough that you don't draw a weapon. Is my opinion on that. Where it's like, what the fuck?
I see Dan's like, hey Dan.
I think that's fair, right?
My mouth.
I'm not going to draw a weapon. Instead, I'm going to attempt to shove this eagle off of my friend.
Fair.
Oh.
You can exactly get there.
This huge creature.
It is huge.
Yeah, it's not going to go well, but I'm going to try.
I don't think you could shove a creature that's 2 sizes larger than you.
Did he stutter?
I
He didn't say he was gonna do it. He said he was gonna
did.
try.
What I'm saying is there's no roll necessary. It's not going to be enough because you can't do it. It's
But what
too
if
big.
I rolled a 17?
It is too large.
When someone says, I'm going to try and do blank, I'm like, alright, let's try and do blank.
I was going to let him. He did try to do
Yeah,
it.
he did,
I was
yeah.
letting him know that
I mean, like,
he
I-
could have rolled a 20 and it would still not have worked.
Well, it's like
The DC is
I'm not trying to like
45.
shove him like I'm not gonna shove him
Yeah.
10 feet. I'm just trying to like give Felix like a foot of space.
Yes.
And I feel like I should be able to like at least like move him a little bit.
Yeah. So Felix isn't grappled or stunned or anything. So
Okay.
yeah, you can interpose and
Yeah,
kind of
okay, that-
bump off,
perfect.
and the claws are like clanking against your and Felix's armor at this point, because it's a bird and birds are fucking unwieldy.
So true.
Yo,
My little idiot falls off his perch at night all the time.
man.
Very loud every
Um,
time.
We come back around to the bird. Can you roll me a persuasion check?
Actually, I still have a bonus
Yeah,
action.
persuade that
Oh yeah,
Can I cast Sanctuary on myself?
sure.
Cool. I'm gonna do that.
And then also roll me a persuasion.
Not great. 14.
14. Okay. It's gonna try to attack you. Just because it was a aggressive action,
Yeah.
but you still are hearing, because you understand this language still being spoken. That like you see also these people are having their staffs like pointed at you guys as you come in and are situating yourselves. The bear has looked straight at you and nothing but you. He's very clearly got one job at this point. The one next to you, I'm going to actually have switched these on their other turn. This is the one that the woman that has basically said we can sort this out one way or the other. As everyone's pouring in, you're hearing this one, who was the one arguing with her, saying we got to deal with this. Essentially saying, see, the reinforcements are coming, and she's like, don't be ridiculous. Like there's still the fight back and forth. Kala is going to take his 3 attacks on you.
Me?
The bird on Farmer Day.
Okay. So
I do need wisdom
on each of
saves.
those.
What am I doing?
So wisdom saves
Baby
from
chilling.
Kala. Boy, what is your DC?
16.
All right, I need a 6. Hey, one of them doesn't work. So
I mean, that will just hit Felix instead.
oops.
Yeah.
All right.
It can choose to lose the attack if it wouldn't choose to attack Felix. It's up to the creature to decide. Like, it doesn't have to redirect the attack. It can choose to lose it.
I don't think it will. So this is so it was claws and double bites. So the claw and the bite are going through. The highest roll was a 12, so we're good.
Hey.
Next, Zadius, if you could roll me a d8, please.
I could do that.
Didn't process they could roll like as low as a 12. It's like, okay, it's
Maybe.
12 on die, I'm hit.
Maybe.
You have a fair point,
There it is.
honestly.
1.
Okay. Roll me a d4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
1.
Fascinating.
Consistent.
So you show up and you don't see anybody, but you hear clanking of metal and screaming of bear and a bird that's much too loud over the wall behind you.
So do I get like a turn now?
You do.
Okay, I'm gonna hide.
You showed up after having swum through the lake ocean, and you appeared here just behind a wall.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, probably the most convenient place for you.
Yes. My stealth, I rolled a 27.
Awesome.
Are we all like soaking wet?
I think
Yes.
so, yeah.
Okay.
That
We
you're
keep
not
rolling.
hidden.
Yeah, I figured.
That is insane.
There's no plus because of the Beastlands, right? I didn't.
But they do too.
Right. Oh, I just didn't know if I needed to add it to my number anyway.
Oh, true. You know what? 27. You should have.
So right
you
now
have
it's plus
expertise.
13 normal.
You have expertise, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Never mind. You are hidden.
Okay. Okay, and then I'm gonna try to like peek around the corner to see what's going on.
And you see, so you're gonna go here. Or you're gonna like kind of scale the wall a little bit.
Over to the yeah.
Okay. So you peek out this way, and you see this bird is in the process of getting wrestled back by Dan and like doing some battle. You see Batuk. You don't see Batuk. He's on the ground, mostly tied up at this point. He is restrained either way because you've chosen to fail from the. You see Atosh with a bear in his face, and there seems to be a lot of confusion. And the druids nearest Atosh are all staffs out.
Staffs out for her day.
Do I have enough movement to get behind that wall over there? Or was
This
that...
one?
Yes.
You were here. You were here.
Quad's
Yep.
disc golf team is called Discs Out for Harambe.
You'd have to dash.
That's fine. And just hide behind that
Never
wall.
dies.
Sure.
And just chill there.
Dude, I'm gonna roll up everyone today.
Okay. And then we're back to the top of the order with Kala. He's gonna assess you again.
Assess.
Okay.
Get assist, fool.
I think with that he does realize that at the very least you don't intend to be a threat at this time. He is going to fly up and over on top of Batuk, who is on the edge of the vines. And you have a giant eagle that's like craning its neck and looking at you, and like as you're tying yourself up, it like bumps you over to like look at the job you're doing. Okay. I think
I'm
it's
doing-
as ridiculous as it sounds, but you're doing the best you can.
Yes, exactly. I'm doing my best, and I was like, I didn't have any better ideas, so I was like, and then just plop over into the box.
If you want, you can make an insight check for me. Atosh,
I make an insight check, or is it my turn?
it's your turn.
I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals.
17. For the
Okay.
insight check.
You see that there's just visible confusion on this one's face. Just trying to, like, it's hard to read a facial expression of a bird, but it's like the mannerisms are still human because
It's like the fuck
underneath
is
it,
this
it is still human.
Nope. I'm gonna cast Sending, actually.
Do you want to speak with animals?
Nope. I'm gonna send something to Elysium.
Okay.
Hey. Even though that's
Hey, you guys!
Hey. And
What up, Joe?
Your people are very angry. Please get here quickly. Man.
This is Atosh, by the way.
I'm fine. Felix, not so much. Batuk, fine. I don't see you, so I'm Zadius?
Question
Said the
mark?
question. Zadius? Dan,
No, buddy.
fine for now. Come quick.
Okay.
That's what you hear in your head.
You can respond if you'd like. You have 25 words back. If you'd
Oh
like
shit,
to
I should
respond.
ask. What's the Sylvan word for stop?
You don't know. You don't know they're speaking Sylvan.
Oh.
Does anyone speak Sylvan that is here now?
Dude.
If you have Elvish, do you like kind of pick up little
No.
hints there?
No.
It's not like Spanish and Portuguese.
No. Sylvan, Elven or elves. Sylvan or Sylvan. No, it's an entirely different race of people.
I got it.
It's the same, right?
Would you like to respond to the message?
Where am I at this point? Am I
You're
a moth?
almost there.
Am I a moth?
You're
Flying in?
you are still a moth.
I'm flying in?
Yep. You've got
Please. let
12
me be a
seconds.
fucking moth.
12 seconds for you to show
I
up.
really want it to be Elysium walking in.
As
It's
long
not.
as-
It's not.
I
She
know
doesn't
it's not.
that.
I know it's not. Atosh doesn't know it's
Nope.
not. Atosh is gonna sense the moth and be like, "You fucking kidding me?"
Don't eat my sweater.
Leave my friend alone.
You're like, everyone's gonna die.
Would you like to respond?
Yeah. I'll just respond saying I'll be right there. I will be right there.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't think I need 25 words.
Zadius?
It's already my turn again? Oh, wow.
There's a lot of people not taking their
Oh, I guess that's true. Jeez, yeah. Yeah, no, I'm good. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and be one of those not taking a turn.
All right.
Also, I don't know whether the bird can understand me or not, so I just like, I'm doing my best over here. We're not here to hurt you guys. Whether it understands me or not, I'm just.
You can make a
just
persuasion
talking.
check. From Dan?
What the fuck is going on?
4.
You see, as you're saying that, they're screaming at you and pointing back at the vines, and they're yelling at you in languages you don't understand. You hear them saying things like, "There are too many. This is becoming a problem. We might like they're seeing the numbers growing, and seeing some people aren't bound.
Yeah.
There's tensions are rising as people are arriving."
Mm-hmm.
But it's not to the point where they are outwardly attacking just yet.
Okay.
I'm gonna stand there like a tourist getting yelled at in the middle of Mexico City.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm walking here!
Fuck yes.
I'm just like panic. I was like, I don't know what you're saying. I don't really know what to do. I'm just gonna stand here and do nothing and panic.
Okay. So-
Necesitamos.
This is
la
get
mesa.
kidnapped country.
What you see then is they start to, several of them start to make the same vines, fabricate the same vines that Atosh is presently tied up with. And they begin to approach the two of you together as it's everyone but the bear and this one approach you with vines.
I feel like we don't need the vines. We good? We good here?
I don't think are exactly asking. Since Felix is easily accessible from the ground, you feel your feet being bound up immediately. One more turn and Elysian will show up. This one helps tie Felix up, and these two are going to begin to attempt to tie you up. Depends on whether you'd like to resist.
Yeah, I'm not.
Okay.
Yep.
You're not going to let them tie you up?
No.
All right, fair enough. So, starting with this one approaches you first. I'll back up.
Yeah.
This one goes to approach you first and has the ropes. And, like, you see, like, there's almost an assumption that that this is happening because, like, everyone else has. That's not to say you should adjust your behavior, but
Yeah.
they like, go down to begin tying up your feet, and you're, like, backing up, and they're like, and you hear him say, what is this one doing? And he goes once again to tie, and this time I'm going to make a roll about it.
Okay.
Obviously, it's just a F.
I hear that. Can I say something in his head?
You could say something yeah. Well,
Okay, I'm panicked. Both. Let them tie you up. In your mind and in your earballs, all at the same time.
Frankly, that's too disorienting.
It's like stereo and mono. What the fuck? When the dentist has
It
a little
is-
scraper and it's just rattling your
he
brain.
rolled an 11.
Okay. I rolled a 16 on the die, whatever that is.
So that means you're not being restrained at this time. You were able to like show. You're like no.
No, it's like, we good. Like, I don't need to be tied up.
In the Druid Enclave, we all fam.
Would you like to act?
We
It
don't kick
becomes
you.
your turn before it becomes his turn.
No.
This is now.
In the
You
Enclave,
have
we all fam.
witnessed that this one has been the most aggressive of them, and he's beginning to approach you as it becomes your turn.
Okay. I still have Sanctuary out.
Yes,
So, I'm just like,
that is true. I guess I should have. That would have been the pass. I still would not have tied you.
okay.
Because I
It's
think
like
I think that
crap, just
restraint
sitting and
I
standing up.
would quantify as.
That's how it works, eh?
It's like, It's like I surrender, but like we good here? We good?
I will allow a persuasion check at disadvantage because you're speaking a language they don't.
Yeah.
That's the only reason there's a disadvantage imposed.
I mean, that's 16.
Okay. Oh, this one's just no. Okay, it didn't matter. So you can tell this one like kind of just has the ropes and is looking like okay, maybe not all of them.
Okay.
However, you're generic white man, and this one has PTSD and is not happy about it. So, as he sees you're resisting being tied up, he's less inclined to go for a tie-up mode and is instead going to. He's going
It's like I'm trying to not be confrontational about it.
I
but,
know,
but I understand
this
that
guy
he doesn't
particularly
care.
is fucking mad, just in general. Okay, it's actually a ranged spell attack, so I'm gonna stay back here. And he is also gonna cast this one. It's not a spell, but he's gonna use wildfire on you.
Okay.
Oh, that's a 2. That will not hit. So,
Or
that's a
just
2 for the wisdom save.
Yeah, it just
so,
does a wisdom save.
What's your DC?
I mean DC 16.
Still fails. Okay.
It's like, please tell me it does not have plus 14.
Well, their perception is 23, so that's why I was like, oh, you don't hide. So okay. He misses his attack. Comes back around to Elysian, shows up as a moth. Can you roll me a d8, please?
Their giant, horrible moth shows up.
Yeah. A moth the size of a bat appears.
A big
Oh,
fucking moth, dude.
That's a 1.
It's a 1. It just means you're over here. So I'm going to use your figure, but just know that you are a moth.
Yeah. Don't forget.
Can I not be a moth?
You can choose to not be a moth anymore. But you arrive, and you see all of your friends except for Zadius being in leveling stages of tied up. From not tied up at all, from not tied up at all to fully subdued to done with his legs and working on his arms.
Can I drop my wild shape and do a starry form?
Yes. So Felix is also restrained this time. So you fly down and assume starry form. Now you do see this eagle is in also a starry form. And as you do that, you hear one of them, you're not sure which because they're all kind of clustered up over here, say, and you do speak this, but it's just slightly off. It is both Druidic and Sylvan. You haven't heard anything of this language in a long time, but it's a blend of those two languages. I believe you speak both of them, but because it's literally those two languages combined, it kind of sounds like hearing Amish people talk, where it's like you will hear and understand most of it, and there's chunks of it they say a word that you don't understand because it's not a word in either of the languages. It's a blend of the two, and you hear them say something about the equivalent of like by the stars, and then they say, well, where did you come from? Who are you? And as you appear, this eagle lands here and is just inspecting you. And this is the eagle that you see the feathers have, not all of them, but several of the feathers themselves have these constellations, and they're like connecting the different feathers to each other. And the chest of the eagle is adorned with these same massive stars all over.
Do I know the name of the town that I burned down? That were when I was a kid? I don't think I do.
No, the way you wrote it, it sounded like you were
Too young.
like 5 or 6.
Yeah.
So it's like you knew where home was, but like within your relative area.
Let's see. I haven't seen the you type of people in a while. Where I'm from burned down.
You hear the angry one. Both of you hear the angry one say, "She brought them to us. These people can't be trusted." And there's once again still a rising. There's still tension that's palpable. And the one that is an eagle transforms back into his regular form and says, almost under his breath, and you replied not in common, right? You replied in Druidic Sylvan. He says, "You understand us."
I do. And those are my friends. They're nice. Can you let them go?
We can collect them and discuss. We need to find out why you're here and who you are. And you hear he yells, "She brought them to us, Kala." And it's like you heard like your second aunt's name. Like where it's a name that you know and recognize, and you've never heard that name anywhere, but you know that person, you think. But it's not somebody that you like immediately can be like, "Oh yeah, that's this person." But you've heard that name before. When you were little, before you were taken.
He said that? Or they said that?
He yelled to him that you brought them here.
His name is
And
Kala?
yeah, you could, yes. His name is Kala.
Oh.
Your name sounds familiar. Was your town burned down as well?
You stand on it.
Where are you
Tell
gonna
your
take
friends
my
to surrender. We will convene. We will watch them.
Watch
Are-
them where?
Are you guys speaking in Sylvan?
Yeah.
You're just hearing Simoleon.
And as I see that going on, like Elysian like interacts like, "See, I'm here with my good friend Elysian. No need to," and just kind of like disengage and back it away and headed towards Elysian.
Oh. That's like the one direction I can. Fuck. Okay, so you're like, "See, we're cool," and as you move this way, that one.
With your giant sword over your shoulder.
Well, no, it's
It
not
looks
drawn.
really funny with the
Yeah, it's not drawn.
This is my buddy.
It's just my buddy.
But as you do, this one is going to basically come over and interpose and put himself here. Not gonna. He's gonna put a hand on your chest, and looking over towards Kala, says that you guys hear, "I can kill him if you want." And Kala like he's like, "I'm not fucking around anymore." And Kala says, "Easy, Jumai.
Probably can.
Easy, Jumai. We will deal with him. Tell your friends to surrender, and we won't harm him."
Can I sneak up behind the one that Elysian's talking to?
You can. You will require another stealth check.
Let's see what we get here.
So regardless of the roll, you're making the decision to you think you're as stealthy as you're going to be. So you're assuming that you're going to do a good job as your character's mentality.
Yeah, I'm going either way. So.
Yeah.
Do I add 8, another 8 or whatever
Yes.
it is? So 28.
Okay.
and then I'm just gonna put a blade to his ribs. I don't know what they're saying.
What the
Why
fuck?
don't I just casually put a blade to his ribs? You know how it is.
Yeah.
Can you
Hey,
read the room?
No! Hey, everyone relax! And I'm just gonna look to Elysian and just be like,
He fucking said what? Everyone relax.
and I'm just gonna be like, are we good here?
God damn it!
I fucking hate you.
Um,
Can I see this happening, or am I just on the ground?
no, because his
The
stealth
bear
was
is still
20
bearing down on me?
His stealth was 28. They didn't see it coming either.
Fuck.
You did.
I did.
Felix, you did. Felix probably
Felix did
I think I
too!
didn't.
She's like, she saw my colors
You
of my
always your
aura,
stealth?
like fucking.
Yourself was a 28?
Yeah.
I didn't see you.
Oh, look at that shit!
My passive's only 27 right
Mine's
now.
exactly 28.
Fuck yeah.
So you see Zadius, and then grab almost around the waist, and then upon saying, "Are we good here?" It is still your turn, and you immediately see an aggressive action coming your way from the one that you're touching, as well as the one that's been angry at Jumai this whole time.
I'm not gonna do anything
It is still your
to
turn.
like attack. This was more just like
Just like a casual threat.
yeah.
Okay. After your turn is, would any of Dan Batuk or Felix like to act?
I'm happily tied up in vines.
I'll just go. We're good here, I think.
Yeah.
I'm just laying on the ground,
Um,
taking a little rest.
Don't need to tie anybody up.
Beast doesn't work.
So quick.
Yeah.
They, to be fair,
Akash told me to.
Can I yell
Kind-
for them to surrender?
you can. As the blade goes to his ribs and you're seeing, you can yell that. This one.
I mean, I directly asked her, quite like,
Yes,
are we good
yes.
here? So if she answers me, then I can. Like that's all I wanted.
Correct.
Okay.
And then
Okay.
I got skipped.
It's technically an initiative. You didn't get skipped. It wasn't your turn. You can respond to him though.
Yes, we're good here. Can
Okay.
you Put that down.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll just take a step back.
He just wants us to surrender.
There was so much.
Thank you for not starting a race war.
Man. So
I didn't know what was going on.
and you take a step back, and your dagger disappears in your hand. Kind of give the. Whoa! I didn't do nothing. You give the definitely flag that guy. 100% pass interference. Whoa!
Hey, whoa!
Whoa!
Just want to make them aware.
Sorry, it's my protective dad.
He's your father.
What? Who?
He's your father.
Zadius?
Dude, this story is awesome.
Oh my
His
god!
My mind is blown.
I'm just rolling laughing at that.
Wait.
That you don't understand it. It's in Sylvan Druid.
Damn it!
You do, and he's asking.
Yes.
You said something like he's my protective dad or something like that, and Kala asked you, he's your father?
No.
Yes.
I'm adopted.
Oh, this is
That is almost certainly the wrong fucking line.
Oh, yeah. Keep going. I'm having fun.
And
Sorry, you just had to clarify that one.
Of course we did.
he says to you, once your friends are collected, we will have a guard posted. You can maintain visual of them. We will discuss why you're here, why you brought them here, and what you want. Because as you can see, you're missing the scars that would mark our kind. So where are you from and why are you here is what we will discuss. And the scars that he's talking about is the from like the base of the neck all the way through the face up to like right about here is just burn scar tissue.
Oh.
And you see this one's got from the base of his leg, like all the way from the ankle, all the way, all this entire side of his body through his arm is charred. And across almost all of them, there's at least one scar from fire. And he's saying, I see none of it on you, so who the fuck are you, and why are you here? We're going to deal with that once we collect your friends. You can watch them all you want, but you're not from here. You're missing the scars.
Can I answer?
Mhm.
I'm gonna like kind of hold up my hands like this,
Mhm.
and the sleeves of my coats will like kind of like fall down a bit, and you see the shackles. Because as a kid, I was taken. I saw the fire, but I was taken.
Collect your friends, have them go. And he points over to where Atosh is with the bear.
Like in the corner? Like you want them to go in the corner by the bear?
So we can guard them. And if we find deceit, end them. It will be easy in a pile. That's what they did. And as he says that, he points to the humans.
Yeah, humans.
Fucking.
Okay, if I
This is the
we're
only
damned.
time I'm doing any amount of racism, and it's against humans.
I'm not-
We're good.
Was not against it. I just thought it was.
It is funny.
Yeah, we earned it. Well,
Okay, if I do that, can I keep one friend with me?
Didn't I?
Felix and I's people earned it.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
thought
yeah,
we're
yeah,
friends
yeah.
now. Since you're
Can't
here
speak
and
for
stolen
Blue
from
over
us.
there.
Yes. But he's useful and knows more history than I do
Ooh, title for a minute.
to help explain.
Fine. Your historian
one.
comes.
Just one.
Tell the rest. Over there, weapons down. Have a seat and be comfortable.
I'm like inchworm crawling through the vines towards where he.
Um,
Can you get rid of the vines first?
Yes, they're gone now. But also he tied himself up. He is going to be collected and like you're just carried worm style over there. They do take your weapon and just set it. They don't take it from you, take it from you, but they set it off to the side from you. So it's now. So it's basically going to be like they're going to collect you guys over here and weaponry over here, and then they're going to stand in a pile between you and your weapons. Is the intent. I know that there's likely a problem with who's your historian. Okay.
Oh baby.
I know that there's likely a problem with
Yeah.
them taking your sword. They will offer to have you put it down over there if that helps you at all, but they're not comfortable with having weaponry on your persons.
I'll put it down over there.
I take
And
my warhammer, my whip, my 8 darts, my javelin.
and Atosh
Yeah.
is brought to
and my
you
10
still tied up.
javelins. Can I keep my net?
Hey.
Can I keep my net?
Um,
I'm just like, what weapons?
They do take your dagger. It doesn't matter because you can apparate it, but they do take your dagger. So these 3 are the ones that will stay with you. The rest of them are standing guard over top of them. You guys are in hearing distance. The problem is it has and is continuing to be in the Sylvan Druidic language. So still the only people that understand it are you two. And really you're still picking up like 90% of what they're saying, and you can piece it together because your character and you are smart enough to do so.
And you still have understand or comprehend language?
Yep.
He does.
Haven't been 10 minutes yet.
You guys have any like towels or anything?
I don't remember.
I'm just having a little lie down at this point.
Just having a little nap.
Yeah.
Hi. As I'm drug over by my toes. Ow.
Can he be untied?
Please.
In time.
Does he look like he would harm?
Yes.
I'm over there just like.
Touche.
Am I like
If
bound
he's-
head to toe?
I would say that your hands are bound behind your back,
Yeah.
and your legs are tied to each other, but not in a way that you can't walk.
Cool.
I
can shuffle.
Mhm.
Neat.
And so you're like brought over prisoner style to the conversation, and they'll sit you down on the rubble that was their city. Here, next to Elysium. And he says, if he's truly not a threat, then there shouldn't be a problem with us being sure.
Yeah. I agree.
Okay.
I say in
Do
common.
you have that letter on you?
Somewhere.
In a pocket?
I feel like Atosh's backpack is like my notes.
Yeah.
So it's just a fucking chaos.
It's like
That sounds right.
It's like that kid in high
Can I-
school where every time they got a new
As-
paper, they
Show
just
you
shoved it in
something?
their
Yeah,
backpack.
totally.
Got all this,
100%
all this loose leaf, half-finished spell scrolls.
in my pack.
Yes. So they say you can retrieve it, but as you're going to dig through the bag, one of them comes over and is watching you go through the bag.
I assume.
Please be careful. There's a lot of stuff in there. It's very important. I hear things like clanking around. Like, no.
I should really clean up this bag, dude.
Bite me.
Make it because it's funny. Make me an investigation check. You set the DC.
Okay, I got a number in my head. Wait, hold on. Nah, yeah, I got a number in my head. 17.
Oh fuck!
It's chaos in that bitch.
I got a 10.
You got a 10? You fuck.
Okay, so all that means is that you end up taking out a bunch of. You're gonna find it. You're gonna find it.
Good data.
It's
No,
just
I
a,
said guidance.
guidance.
Oh,
I said.
okay.
You're gonna find it. It's just a matter of time that it
Yeah.
takes to find. So you end up having to take out all of his paperwork, and then just like you're like filtering it through. You're like, how are you still copying? Like you started Fireball 3 times. Why are you doing that? Like, and so eventually you find the note from your master.
With the seal.
Ah. See, I knew it was in there somewhere.
Does this look familiar? Or read the note?
I say.
I don't know what that says.
Does the seal look familiar?
Why would it?
Tell him we think that these are the people that came and did this.
One of the things that he takes note of. Here, do me a quick solid. Both of you roll me an insight check.
Yeah, not gorge, not gorge.
21.
21. As you're setting papers from side to side and sorting,
Fucking.
you end up like making sure you don't have it, and you end up placing your paperwork on out as well. And as you're setting down the map that you received, you notice that he took notice of and looked interested in that map. But you show him the note that you thought he would like, or that he would recognize. But the note that you're showing him is the human understanding of the outer planes. The outer planes don't have reference for the material plane is like another plane to them, and they haven't gone or been there. So that's why he doesn't recognize. But he's like, I don't read this.
The person that wrote this took me. What the fuck is his name?
Medved.
Medvic.
Do you know a guy named Medvac?
Medvic Fox.
Fox?
I don't.
Did you see a man in this kit?
Uh,
Read
Have you seen this
Literally
man?
just what that said.
Atosh, illustrate.
Okay, what about this coat? Does my coat look familiar?
I mean,
Um,
maybe we could ask about the fact that someone's trying to fuck with the planes.
You also know that Medved has 3 titles. the the chair of planar magic, the collector, and the burning one.
Yeah, that one. The
burning
all three of them bitches. The chair of planar magic, the collector, the burning one. I recall.
I say those 3 titles.
I
What about
recall.
these names?
The burning one is the one who came.
Yeah, it was Medved.
In this
See,
coat
That fuck.
color?
I didn't ascertain his attire when he begun the assault, but if it's the burning one, we know of him.
That's who took me away. That's why I don't have burn marks.
Why were you taken? Who are you?
Elysian?
There's no recognition on his face at all. And
just show him the fucking shackles.
I did.
he did, or she did, and he says, "Do you recall your mother, father, siblings?"
No. They died.
Well, if you'd like to visit a grave, we've collected them over there. And he points.
Oh goddamn it!
That's sad.
The fucking sad beach episode.
Sad beach. Sad beach
No
noises.
watermelon. Their graves are over there. Do, 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 do.
We are aware of one that was taken. I just have no way to ascertain whether or not it was you.
What?
Somebody else was taken? Maybe?
You're claiming to have been taken.
Well, I was.
We know one that was. I'm asking you, in what fashion can you illuminate that? How can you show me?
What's my story for?
You are in the starry. So you're standing between two druids that are just covered in constellations at this point.
Yeah.
And the problem is that's where it began, not necessarily the only people that do have it. Just this is where it originated. And so all he's asking is, how can he be sure?
Can you transform into a dude? Transform into what they were. Transform into what she was. The big fucking eagle that's huge. Check this out.
Can't I use one of my spell slots to get a spell cell spot back? I can't.
She can usually do that. Sorry, performance anxiety.
They don't understand
You're
you.
helping.
It's like
They still don't understand you. That is funny though. Can you roll me a history check, and I will give you advantage because you're here, to try to recall
That means I roll twice
Where-
and take the better one.
where you may have been in relation to this city.
Net 20.
Ooh, that's fascinating. Okay, that's really good. So as you're looking through, you're in an area that's almost entirely broken down in rubble. As you're looking through, not the entire city is fully burned down and out of development. And there are some streets that vaguely, extremely vaguely, look familiar to you.
Is the tree dead?
It
Or did
so
it burn
it
down?
it is, but it is recovering. There's so the tree you saw before, that you knew of before, is still standing, but several of the branches have fell, and there's a lot of damage to it, and you can tell that they've taken great care in making sure that the tree does recover.
tree was my favorite tree. I always sat in it.
Ooh.
And then I saw the village burn down, and I ran down to run to my parents. But then I was stopped by a big man, and then was told that my parents were where, or he knew where my parents were, and he was going to take me there. But I never did see my parents. Instead, I was taken.
Fine. We'll ask the tree.
I was like, can't you guys just ask the tree?
I know! I think it's the fucking coolest thing we can do! That's fucking awesome! It's not very often that you get to be like, let's ask the goddamn plant.
I turned to you and like, ask the tree. We can talk to a tree.
And,
That's pretty fucking rad.
and so, you, the collective you,
It is
four,
a plant.
watch as the five of them just start to leave.
yeah, I want to go with them.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Yo.
Modeling this?
Yeah, man, I'm for this fucking ride. They tell me to stay, I'm like, no.
I want to go talk to the tree.
I want to see you talk to the tree.
So we just
We're
kind of
talking
stuck
about
here.
back.
Yeah, it's not often that matters. And there's little bits of everyone's backstory that I try to fucking use. A little here, a little there. And
I
so
had no idea that the man said, as we hop along, I had no idea that the man said he was going to take you to your parents. That's fucking brutal. I'm so sorry. As I'm like waddling and not trying to fall.
I'm using the enhanced function on my visor to like keep an eye on the.
enhance.
Oh, I'm going to fall at least once.
Enhance. Enhance.
So, you make your way to this tree, and it is larger than it was before, and you can tell the areas that have burned. They're very, very actively trying to repair this tree. It is one of like 6 trees that are still fully standing, and you're Atosh, you're met with a like very, very massive, like almost apple tree type. Like, if it's an apple tree that you can climb pretty easily, just 7x the size of an apple tree in, like...
Sweet.
So you can climb this. There are, you see, a number of, like, berries that are within. There's no wildlife here, which is odd for the Beastlands. But the tree has... about half of it or a quarter of it has no leaves baked into it anymore, but the rest of it is starting to recover, and you can see that over time, eventually these leaves will start to grow. The area that you would frequent is on the edge of where the recovery for the burn is, and unfortunately the branch that you would use to get to your favorite spot, not your favorite spot, that's still there. But the way that you would get to there is fallen, and so obviously you can still get up there with 26 different spells, but it makes you a little sad as you approach this tree that you're not able to recount your steps and get up to that same spot. You're met at the base of the tree, and you see his eyes flash green briefly, and he touches the tree, and you don't hear anything he's saying, because he's talking to a tree, and tree speak is just, I think it's telepathic more than anything. If you also speak with plants, you can also cast it and also discuss. But he touches the tree and is like crouching down at its roots.
Are we all touching the tree? Is everybody touching the tree?
I do not.
I want to touch the tree. With my hand. That's like
No,
down
but
behind
I'll
my
touch
back.
the tree.
Okay.
Like,
As you go to touch it, the angry one slaps your hand
God
away.
damn it. Touch the tree.
There's not long of a conversation between Kala and this tree. The long and short of it is, he's asking if there's any recollection of the footfalls that have come towards this, of branches feeling weight from one that is like this one. Is there anything that you would, when you would climb the tree, that you would build or make or bring with and do in the tree?
I would write spells in my book. Journal.
Kala is discussing, and
And I still
he-
do have that book.
he simply says, one passed through, and asks when you were there. Describe it. And he's asking you that without giving you, hey, did you go up there and write spells? Because he knows what the tree told him, which is there's a little girl that climbed the tree and would write, and basically he's verifying the other way. Tell me something only the girl would know, right? That's what's happening.
This tree's getting
So-
taken down.
It's tree factor authentication.
Tree factor authentication. God damn it. And so,
That's canon now.
Just too quick with it.
Yeah,
dude.
that's good.
and so
Fuck.
That was so amazing.
do you show him
That must have been
the
like watching a
book as you
gunslinger back in the old west. You were just like
describing it? Okay.
tree factor. Like, oh my.
He goes to take it from you just to start flipping through, just to look and see. He's gonna make a quick investigation, and what he's looking for, and he does get, is these people are extremely paranoid and extremely guarded, and what he's looking for here is it doesn't.
Make it sad again.
Make it sad again. What he's looking for is any indication that this book is the authentic, like the old book from roughly 30 years ago. And he finds it to be so. And he hands it back and tells Jemai to go to the others and release them. Jemai is mad and protests, but you can tell that there's a station to Kala, and he's quickly overridden and moved back to, like, no, do it, because I just told you, don't make me ask again, basically. And you see Jemai go, and you two are left with the other two druids, and you start heading, if you'd like to, unless there's anything that you would like to do at the tree. He's going to start heading back as well.
Am I still touching the tree?
Mhm.
Did I touch the tree?
They didn't stop you. They did stop him.
I'm just gonna touch the tree and say thank you, and then walk away.
Okay. So. So from here, I would like to end the session because I need to make sure that everything for your backstory is making, like, I want to make sure that I'm doing the rest of the backstory justice, because there's some shoring up to do on that front. So that will be the last session of the year, y'all.
That's
I'm not
actually
going to remember
let's
this
go.
next year, so while we're getting released, I just hold out my hand and go, feel it, help.
I'm asleep. Leave me alone.
I gotcha.
I'm all
Because
wrapped
how-
up in
how the
vine
hell
on a
did
little
you do
cocoon on the
this?
ground.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
left the gate.
There's like rope in between two of my fingers,
That's
and like part of it is
crashing,
around the
man.
back.
I
of my
don't
neck.
know.